Wednesday. Welcome to our newest members, and I'm not sure if this started, so we'll give it another second. Hello and happy Wellness Wednesday, guys. And I just want to let you know, hi, happy Wellness Wednesdays, and welcome to our newest members. Hi, y'all. I get really jazzed when I see how we're growing every week, and it tells me that people, just like you, are looking for holistic health alternative options for their diabetes wellness. So I'm looking forward to supporting all of you and having you all share with me on your journey. Let me know when you're here by just dropping me a hi or hello or a thumbs up, and that'll be just great, and then we'll know that you're here. Let me know where you're from and all that kind of good stuff. But first of all, I want to thank you for joining me. Today's a special day because we started Trivia Tuesdays. So for those of you who didn't hear, we are doing Trivia Tuesdays, which means we are going to put an amazing, really great tip or tool in a question format for you, have you engage, interact, and let us know what you think your answer is. And then on Wednesdays, today, we're going to share that answer. So that's really great. So I'm all jazzed and excited about that. And then there's something else that's new too. And we also have a surprise for you. So for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Cheryl Ivaniski, and I am just really thrilled to be here. I'm your host for this Holistic Diabetes Solutions Group exclusive. I'm a doctor of holistic medicine and a coach and an educator, and most importantly, a woman who's living vibrantly well with diabetes for over 24 years. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be really living the diabetes-free lifestyle and the diabetes complication-free lifestyle. And for all of us that have diabetes, whether it's pre-diabetes, type 1, type 2, type 3, or type 4 gestational diabetes, we can live into what we can imagine. And I imagine a diabetes-free life. And this is the one condition that we have the most control over, and that's why we're here, to help you get that amazing thrivingness in your life. And just cooking diabetes to the curb if you have pre-diabetes or type 2, and for really optimizing your insulin usage and your body performance for those of us like me who have type 1. So our trivia question, this is so exciting. It's all about, what is, and actually I'll read the question for you. What is the choice of these four, which I'll read to you in a second, which one of these can help you achieve low blood sugars, or lower blood sugars than high, with more precision and speed than any others? Now, although all of these are great answers and great tips, there's one that is the best answer. The options are eating berries rather than fruit, making your own healthy sauces with fresh herbs and spices, tracking your results in a daily journal, and meditating in the morning and before bedtime. As I said, while they're all healthy, I would love for you to put in the comments what you chose. Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? So I want to see those coming in. Awesome stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, and I want you to put a thumbs up if you let us know that you thought number 3 was the correct answer. Because journaling is your roadmap. It is how you get to achieve consistent normal blood sugar levels all the time. So congratulations to those of you who chose that answer. So give me a big Y or a heart if you chose yes. Now, if you attended the No Blood Sugar Challenge, the No BS Blood Sugar Challenge, either in April, earlier this year, or in June, the very first challenge, both times actually, was testing and tracking. Sometimes we test, but sometimes we don't track. So really it's about what do those numbers mean, and when you're tracking them, that's what you're able to get the ammunition and the leverage that you need to know the triggers, what to avoid and what to do more of. So absolutely the answer is C. So there could be no other better solution and no better start point than testing and tracking. So each day, only seconds after you go through your routine, and we're going to put the tracker in here actually, so stay tuned because the link will be added for the tracker and you can download that. You write in those, and then within meal to meal. And if you're not used to testing and tracking, it might take you, a couple of days or even up to a week. But immediately, even before and after a meal, within like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you'll be able to get real clear on on identifying some of the things that react in your body and respond in your body. And that will help you pinpoint. So there you go. There's also apps, there's testing for yourself, and many clients of mine over the last 24 years were not testing and tracking their levels, so they weren't getting any sense of direction, and they had no clear path until they absolutely had to, many of them. So rather than being in panic mode and rather than getting symptoms and complications, let's get in front of it. So it's time to step up, claim your health, and simply get started with that today. I'd love you to share in the comments how often. Well, number one, if you're testing your sugars, give me a thumbs up or a yes. And when you're testing, are you actually tracking? Now these days, there are your your glucometers and your test strips, but there's also apps, and there's also the Freestyle Libre, which is no more finger pricking. That is the sensor. And then there's also continuous glucose monitoring. So I also want to hear from all of you. What system are you using to test and track? And are you using an app? I'd love to know what apps that you're using and if you like them and what you like about them. So, for those who are using a glucometer, you can get them free online or at your holistic pharmacy or your regular pharmacy, at the big box stores of Costco, Walmart, etc. And of course, you pay for the test strips. And I just want you to know that there is some free support for, I think, two. It used to be 2 boxes of strips, which is a $200 value, through the it used to be the Canadian Diabetes Association, but it's Diabetes Canada now. So double check that to make sure that that's still current. So if you're tracking, fantastic, keep it up. And I want you to share your numbers when they're great, when they're challenged, what's happening overnight, and what things that you notice influence your blood sugar levels. So just put them right here in the chat and we can all learn. So I think that you're well on your way to self-mastery. The other thing I want to talk to you about is I want you to share your wins. We also have a Fabulous Friday. And what Fabulous Friday is about sharing your wins. So we want to hear from you. We want to know what's working for you. And it's all about having a fun day to celebrate. Because diabetes can be tasky. And we don't want it to be tasky all the time. We want to have the fun and put the fun back into it. So I hope you enjoyed today's tip and the journal as your gift to you from us. Now there's 2 other gifts that I have for you. And they are 2 round table interviews with the fabulous Sharifa. Now, I want you to get your pens and papers out, and I want you to write these down. I'm also going to add these to the comments, but coming up in August, on August 7th, at 10:45 in the morning, I'll be speaking with the other roundtable experts all about overcoming adversity and personal story of resilience and surviving my coma 24 and a half years ago. So that's going to be so exciting, and I would really love for you to join me. Again, we're going to put this link right in the notes. So until next time, be well and stay tuned, because this afternoon I'm doing something very special, and I'm going to share some of that with you in the group. So have an awesome week. Adios.